Guys, let me say this real quick, okay? If you still believe that the system out here is designed to help you win financially, you have not been paying attention, okay? And the scariest part, most people won't even realize this until it's way too late. Here's the absolute truth that I want you to hear on this video. They don't need you to be wealthy. They definitely don't need or want you to be independent. They need you to be distracted, okay? They need you to be out here spending money like a maniac and in debt up to your eyeballs. See, they win when you stay confused and distracted and when you stay dependent on them. They don't care if groceries go up and groceries are expensive. That don't mean anything, right? They don't care if rent goes up for the average person. They don't care if the higher interest rates destroy you, right? Because none of that touches them. We have to be smart about this game out here. You're playing survival games and they're out here playing leverage games. Two different games, same system. See, they want you to believe in your heart of hearts that everything that you're facing or Americans are facing or consumers are facing in terms of higher prices, they want you to believe that that's just temporary. But here's the deal. The biggest lie that's been sold to everyday people is that your situation or their situation is only temporary. Somebody else is out here working to fix it for you. Listen, they want you to believe that if you just hang on and keep on going and doing the things that you're doing, things are going to turn around. Everything's going to be all right. As soon as we get this president in there, or as soon as we get that president, or, as soon as we get this mayor or that mayor, they want you to think that something else outside of you is the fix for your problems and what's going on. They want you to buy into this notion or this strange idea that this is the new normal. Now is the new normal, where we're going to fix it for you. Just hang in there. This is just temporary for 2 years or 4 years. And if you just hang in there, we got you covered. Meanwhile, you got higher costs for everything. You got more and more pressure on you. You got less margin in your own money. And most people are just sitting around waiting, ho-humming, right? Throughout the day-to-day life, just hopping along, bopping along like it's no big deal and everything is going to change as soon as whatever. And you look up, what happens is you look up one day and guess what? You're 60 years old with no money. You just lived the life that was designed for you by them. They told you what you needed and they told you what you needed to do. And they told you how to do it, when to do it, and you did it all. And they convinced you that the government will fix it. Meanwhile, right? Meanwhile, at the end of the day, they got it all and you still got nothing, right? They got wealthier and you stayed broke. They got the real estate and the investments and you stayed renting an apartment. They got all the stocks and bonds and you got a cell phone and a car payment at the end of the day. That's the game out here. I'm here to tell you that that is what is happening. That is the game that you should know. And here's the deal. Until you do something different, this is what happens, right? Welcome to America 2026, 2027, 2028, and beyond. Hear me out on this, okay? Before you get mad at them, you got to ask yourself 3 questions. And these 3 questions, they're going to be uncomfortable questions, but I'm going to throw them at you. Number 1, why am I still waiting around and reacting instead of planning? Planning my own strategy, planning what I'm going to do with my money, planning my life financially. The second question is, why do I know more about politics and the left and the right than I know about my own financial numbers? Ask yourself that. Number 3 is this. Why am I waiting on permission to change my money and my money situation? Answer those 3 questions. Pause this video if you have to and ask yourself those 3 questions and answer them, right? And then come right back. Just try it, because here's the truth that nobody wants to say out loud, or at least very few people want to say. They can't control you financially unless you let them control you financially. They designed the system, but it's your responsibility and my responsibility to get out of it. See, it's our responsibility to learn how to play this game so that we come out as the winner. We come out ahead. We come out with more to show. We leave the earth in 40, 50, 80 years. We leave the earth with something to pass down to our children. See, to win this game financially, you don't need to predict what's happening in the economy. At the end of the day, you can't even predict that. You don't need to try to time the stock market, right? At the end of the day, timing the stock market really don't work. What we all need is a system. We need margin. You need a cushion in your money. That's the difference between what you bring in and what you send out in expenses. You need a cushion. You need to take control. Nobody's giving you control. You got to take it. You got to take control over your money. That's why I've been saying the same thing for years right here on this YouTube channel. Stop chasing headlines. Stop chasing somebody else to build your future financially. Stop doing what they're telling you to do. You have to be different. You have to be willing to do something. Everybody goes left, you go right. Everybody goes right, you go left. You need to start building structure with your money. Structure that works for you and your money. And stop focusing so heavily on what's going on in the outside world in terms of money. Look, that's the uncontrollables. You can't control inflation. You can't control what the president does. You can't control those things. Focus on the things you control. See, they don't care about you. Newsflash. They don't care about you winning with money. So guess what? That means you have to care about you. You have to care about your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids that are going to be here when you ain't around in 50, 60, 80 years, 100 years. You already know, we all already know, what worked in 1985 don't work today, right? 1985 was get a college degree, get a good job, buy a nice home, and live happily ever after with your picket fence around the outside, right? So guess what? Those days are gone. So we have to make adjustments. You have to build. You have to create. You have to design and develop and produce a system for your money that allows you to be successful despite everything else going on around you. Part of the problem is that we see all the problems around us, but we don't adjust. We don't change things. We're not willing and courageous enough to take a new approach. A lot of us, right? We stay stuck and we stay behind. And many people love just sticking back there. It's easy to stick back there and complain about it. But here's what I'm telling you on this video. I'm just saying, I'm trying to be real with you here. That's what we got to do. So listen, instead of just doing these videos, right? These videos help people, right? They give people encouragement and motivation. But instead of just doing these videos and hoping people watch, I said to myself, let me put together something to really, really touch people. So here's what I'm doing. I'm doing a 4-step money reset starting next month. Not to get rich, not to try to outmaneuver and beat the stock market. That's not what we're doing this for. But to get people out of reaction mode and out of just sort of going about their day and not really having a structure or a plan to help them get to where they want to go, right? So people stop just reacting and they start doing something, because I want you to make a plan for yourself, a plan that you can follow, because panicking and reacting to everything that goes on without having a plan, that's expensive. And, blame don't cut it no more. Blame is not a recipe for success with money. If you want reminders, guys, about this 4-step money reset that we're doing next month, I'm on IG and I'm on other platforms that you can connect with me on. Now, if you want deeper conversations, I'm also at our Smart Money Bro community on Patreon. And listen, if you want structure and how to navigate and create your plan, get in the reset that's coming up, okay? Listen to me closely, guys. You're not supposed to win. That is how this system is built. It's not built for everybody to win. It's not set up for everybody to be successful with money. Many of us have been really played by the system. So therefore, you got to learn to do something different in order to win. The system that we live in, it's not broke. Let me say that again. The system that we live in, it ain't broke. Stop thinking it's broke. It's not. It's actually, really, in real life, it's working exactly how they designed it.